Kia ora, I'm David Chester with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. We news underlying resilience is holding the global economy from any meaningful pullback. There are no real signs yet of weakness in the American labour markets. Their jobless claims were expected to rise last week, but they fell and are below year-ago levels now. In the American Q4 2022 GDP growth was updated today. Recall the advance estimates was a surprise 3.1% rate, and this latest update was expected to trim that to 2.9%. But in the event, it's coming even lower at 2.7%. And the next regional Fed factory survey is out, this one from the Kansas City Fed District. It shows a slight easing of conditions there, but they did record gains for new orders and jobs, which is more positive than many other districts. In fact, the Chicago Fed's National Activity Index suggests economic growth picked up in January, and probably its best expansion in 6 months. Taiwanese industrial production slumped more than 20% in January from a year ago in a worrying dive. But their retail sales rose on the same basis, well, that is a fast easing rate all the same. We should note that the case of mad cow disease in Brazil has been confirmed. Already exports to China have been suspended, and this may rock beef prices in the world in the short term, and the share price of all the major Brazilian exporters has been hit hard. In Australia, a migration boom is underway. More than 400,000 permanent workers arrived in the country in 2022, and while this pace is expected to ease off, they still expect another 350 this year and another 275,000 next year. The OECD is noting that international trade contracted in value terms in the Q4 of 2022, although some of that is related to the sharp falls in the price of crude oil. Reflecting that pullback, global container shipping rates fell another 3% last week and are now 30% below 10-year averages. Bulk cargo rates actually stopped falling this week and turned a little higher, but are still near their pre-pandemic lows. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 3.91%, it up 1 basis point from yesterday and still off its recent highs. And the price of gold will open today at $1,821 an ounce, and that's down $12 from this time yesterday. But oil prices start today up 50 US cents at $75 a barrel in the US, while international Brent price is $81.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is at 62.1 US cents and softer than this time yesterday. Against the Australian dollar, we're a little firmer at 91.8 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're unchanged at 58.7 euro cents. That all means our trade weight index starts today at 70.3 and a 10 basis point easing. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.